Uploading.
Our chief engineer will beam over to help you.
Commander, do we truly need to send our chief engineer over to them?
Thank you!
For longtime viewers of the channel, you'll know that I have very little respect for Starfleet during the quote-unquote Golden Era. This era, occurring roughly sometime between 2362 and 2367, is considered to be the pinnacle of Federation living. In this Gilded Age, there was no real war. None that citizens really accepted, at least. Wasn't any real pain, no one fought, no strife. It was a time when there was no crime on the core planets and everybody was singing Kumbaya. This would be so prevalent that the flagship of Starfleet, the military arm of the Federation, regardless of what they pretended to think, had officers that believed combat was barely a necessary skill set.
I think it's a waste of effort to test our combat skills. It's a minor province in the makeup of a starship captain.
And you know, my largest problem with this era is that it's a lie, and it made the United Federation of Planets significantly weaker. They were so weak that, ultimately, people would die needlessly, whether it from war or from pirates. It's for this reason that I believe that the Pakleds not only exemplify why Starfleet has some of the dumbest officers in the fleet, at least dumb in some ways, but why the Pakleds are, in fact, better than Starfleet and the Federation.
He may attempt to gain control of the ship. I wouldn't let him. Stop!
Unfortunately for Captain Picard, well, and the Federation, they weren't using Atlas VPN. Whether you're trying to protect your information from terrorists, wanting to ensure that a nosy government doesn't look into what you're doing, or just want to enjoy the movie and shows that you like without geolock, Atlas VPN has your back. It allows for the maximum amount of privacy while ensuring that you enjoy what you're looking at. And now, you can grab a huge deal being offered with Atlas VPN Prime. For just $1.83 per month and getting 3 bonus months, you get peace of mind and access you've never seen at a ridiculously low price. You can take advantage of this deal by clicking the link in the video description below, but be quick about it. It's a limited time offer. Personally, I know that I love Atlas VPN. I've been using them for a while now, and it's been great. I don't see any impact to my gaming or other activities that I do on the internet, and I know that I'm safe from all the digital ills that are out there. Again, guys, this is a huge deal. Atlas VPN Premium is just $1.83 per month with 3 extra months built in, and peace of mind that you are protecting your privacy along with all the other Atlas VPN perks for this ridiculously low price. You can take this deal by clicking the link in the video description below, but be quick, it's a limited time offer. Download Atlas VPN and let me know what you think in the comments below. Now let's just get back into it.
Why would they go through the charade of needing our help?
For the sole purpose of making Lieutenant LaForge their prisoner.
When we analyze the TNG episode, The Samaritan Snare, we see the pinnacle of why it is only by the graces of whatever cosmic power that is out there that the Federation was able to survive. The entire situation is not only preventable, but patently absurd. For those who don't remember, the USS Enterprise D, under the command of Riker at this point, receives a mayday or distress call from a vessel. Everything that occurs after they arrive to assist is completely ludicrous. Before I break it down, and I'm really just going to go over the highlights, but before I get into that, let me be clear here. It's honestly not that Starfleet is so naive as to be utterly stupid. It's really not. Starfleet, when they're written correctly, written well, they put themselves in danger all the time. They take chances to help people, even if it's at the cost of their own life. It's not necessarily the smartest thing to do, it's not even necessarily pragmatic, but it's somewhat commendable. No, my problem is that in this time period, they have so much ego that they figure they cannot be touched by anyone. They only look at threats that are obvious and look down on those who they don't consider to beat up to par.
Don't they seem a little slow? I think we can relax, Mr. Worf. They can't even move their ship without our help. We certainly have them outmanned and outgunned, rendering assistance to some curious throwbacks.
How they ever mastered the rudiments of space travel is a genuine curiosity.
Again, this is literally the epitome of everything that is wrong with Starfleet during this time. What's crazy is, when people watch this episode, or they think of the Pakleds, they consider the Pakleds to be dumb, to be idiots. But think about it. The Pakleds are so strategically minded that they take a massive disadvantage, their speech patterns and rudimentary thinking, and turn it into an advantage to defeat their enemies. They lure in a ship or vessel, trick them into thinking that they need assistance, and then take personnel or technology. We know that they were able to do this with Romulans, and again, let me repeat that. They were able to either trick the Romulans themselves, or they tricked someone who had Romulan technology, all to get what they wanted. And after tricking the Romulans, they went on to fool the Federation. And the Federation had no idea how to handle this situation, from sending their chief engineer to not instantly attempting to beam him away when they knew something was wrong, and then ultimately not utilizing force to lower the shields, which they could do. They can defeat Romulans, or sending in an away team to retrieve their lost person. In fact, the crew of the USS Enterprise come up with this contrived plan utilizing magic, glitter sparkles to win the day. It's really just so interesting to me when I rewatch this episode, because while people will remember how stupid the Pakleds are, they miss the forest for the trees. Starfleet is far, far dumber. Riker arrives to assist a ship, sends over his chief engineer, and has no way of getting him back until they, again, come up with this fake story. This is not a Starfleet that could defeat the Borg. This is not a Starfleet that could defeat the Dominion. That's why a lot of people died during those engagements. Hell, after tricking the Pakleds, they don't even attempt to arrest them for, kidnapping a Starfleet officer or stealing other people's technology. They just leave them be. Again, I know I'm really not doing a step-by-step breakdown here, and maybe I will of the episode at some point, but honestly, I just wanted to mention the Samaritan Snare. You guys should go back, rewatch it, and then come to my video and let me know what your thoughts are. I'd be intrigued to see if you agree with me they're as foolish as they seem to be, but these are my opinions, and I think they reflect the golden era in a nutshell. But what do you guys think? Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next Lore Reloaded.